In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can sell popular name brand products like Reebok on Amazon. I've built a 7-figure Amazon business selling name brand products just like Reebok. And so we're going to jump into the computer and I'm going to show you exactly how to source those products for your own Amazon business. Before we do that, if you're brand new to the channel, my name's Warner Fields from Fields to Profit. I'm a full-time 7-figure Amazon seller. I'm excited to break down some of these strategies for you. And if you're looking for even more free resources to learn how to sell on Amazon, we have a completely free Amazon seller Discord community that's going to be linked down below. So over 45,000 people in there sharing a ton of free information. Would love to see you in there, but let's go ahead and jump into the video. So when I was checking around on some websites today, I noticed that the Reebok.com website has this sale going on. I noticed it's got like a mid-season sale, which is 50% off on sale items. So this is definitely sticking out to me as something where we might be able to buy one of these products, one of these Reebok name branded shoes, and sell it directly on Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and break down my exact review process for this. Let's just kind of jump into it here and see what we can find. So as I'm looking through all these listings here, kind of the first couple things I'm trying to do is look at items that are, number one on sale, so we can stack that 50% code on top of it, plus any extra levels of discount you can get is always going to be good for your Amazon business. And I'm also looking for, in this case, we're looking at a lot of shoes. So I'm looking at some pretty basic models, right? This type of shoe, probably not going to be selling super well on Amazon. This type of shoe where it's very basic, it's, blue and white, classic leather shoe is what it's called. That's probably going to be selling a little bit faster on Amazon. So what we need to do here is go ahead and start trying to find those products on Amazon.com. I'm actually going to go ahead and use SellerAmp to help speed that up a little bit. So in this case, you could, search for this on Amazon. I'm just going to click the SellerAmp extension up here. Usually that's going to grab the title from right here. So it's even added Reebok on there for us. And then we're just looking to see if we can find this particular shoe. And as I'm looking through here, I'm trying to take note on, the sales rank on a lot of this and what kind of prices I'm looking at. So I'm seeing a $60 to $5 price point, but we're buying these for $80 plus 50% off. So, right away I'm seeing that this one particular shoe, it's gonna have different sizes and all that good stuff, but it's really close to that $40 price point where we might be able to buy it. So right here, this max cost button is telling us that if we buy this for $35, it would meet kind of our ideal ROI threshold. We're gonna make 35% return on our money. And so what that tells me is there might be some extra opportunity to check out here. So we could also, we wanna make sure that we've got that same color. Not sure if we do here. So let's check out a couple of these other ones here. So Workout Plus, classic leather. I would have to assume that this is on Amazon. So in this case, poking around a little bit, I'm having a little bit of trouble finding. So let's see this classic leather shoes. Sometimes you got to get really specific with it, So let's try blue or something like that. This Vector Navy might help us as well. Let's see if that takes us there. And a lot of times this is kind of part of the game is, knowing when to give it up, when to keep moving on here. So in this case, I'll probably skip out on that. Seems like it might not have this particular color on Amazon, something along those lines. I'd also want to see, if any of these other colors in here are also on sale. Kind of quickly check through here. In this case, I'm not seeing a lot of those other colors on sale. So let's go ahead and keep moving on here. And let's see. So we got this guy. A lot of these are going to be, this one I would say is probably not going to be selling super well. Again, you want to look for like the very basic styles and all that. Sometimes it can be worth just a quick check. In this case, there it is. It's got a 900,000 BSR. In shoes, usually I'm looking for about a 50,000 BSR. It's best sellers rank. So closer it is to one being the fastest selling shoe product on Amazon. In this case, there are 900,000 other pairs of shoes that sell faster than that. Not really exactly the type of products we want to look at. Let's see. So these are, I would say, a little bit on the, the funky side, probably not selling super well. Let's check this guy out. Let's check these. Just these very basic colors. This one's a little bit on the nice colors and all that size, but we could just quickly check here. So here we got these Energen shoes, but I believe these are the plus, and we have the light over here. Let's see, the men's light Energen could be those, but the BSR on those is pretty high. So using SellerAmp here is helping us save a lot of time, not having to go down too many rabbit holes here. You can quickly see all the different colors that we might be interested in. So let's see. They've got the black and white ones. Those are probably more likely to be selling a little bit faster. So we could see right there. Is that them? Vector Navy? No, I believe that's a little bit different. We're just looking at the core black. Let's see. So again, having a little trouble finding that one there. Let's see about this. Could be there. Yeah, that looks like them right there. Dynamic red. Is it the same? Seems a little different. Based on what they're calling the colors over here on the Reebok site, probably keep moving on. We also have these that look a little bit more basic. Let's go ahead and check these out. Plus we'd be getting these for 45 or so. Let's see these Reeboks LX 2200. Let's close that out. Sometimes simplifying the search makes it a little easier. And there we go. Pretty high BSR, so we can keep moving on here. I would say it's going to be a similar story for the rest of that. So let's see what else we might be able to find on this sale. So lots of this is not on sale. Those are on sale. We could check those out. Let's see. Sometimes like like the wides and stuff can be interesting. We could check those. Let's see, workout ready shorts. I believe these would be like 30% off because they are not on sale, but just because they're shorts, we're heading into kind of warmer season, could be worth checking those out. Here's the women's version of those kind of classic sizes. Day starts, those seem interesting. We're getting half off on those because they're already on sale. So let's see what we can find within that. So yeah, we got this gray guy right here. Seems like a lot of these sizes are out of stock. So I wonder if this one was already somewhat profitable. So let's open this up. We do have the 7 and the 8. We could also see, let's see, some of these other colors. They've got like the 11s in stock. Yeah, so we've got the Dynamica 2s right here. It looks to be the same over here. And another trick that's probably going to help your sourcing as you're going. A lot of times I'll go into variations down here on Keepa. And in this case, we're looking at this vector red. Just pick like a word that kind of sticks out. And that's probably it right there. But just for the sake of example, you can go down here into Keepa and on color, click that and contains, and I'll just type like vector, see what you get. And there you go. You got all of the different vector. Let's even just add vector red. Seems like there was like a vector blue or something as well. And then from here, I would also like to filter by ratings, which is kind of what it's defaulting to here. The number of ratings that a shoe has is going to be roughly correlated to, you know, how many people were interested in actually buying that product. So the more ratings it has, the more likely it is to be kind of the faster selling variations. So let's see what we got on this listing. I believe we had the red stripes. That's the red stripe there. So I might even just filter this down even further. So let's go here and go pure gray. And then slash vector red. Yeah, so once we do that, we can go ahead and just see all of the sizes for this particular color. In this case, we can also see that Amazon is on all of these different listings over here. And so I would probably skip out on this. Another thing I like to do, and I'm looking at a lot of different, especially clothes and shoes and that kind of stuff, you can go over here and do equals no price. And then you're going to filter out all these different variations that Amazon's already on. So in this case, there's nothing that meets those criteria, or we can see all of the different shoes on this listing that Amazon is not currently selling. A couple of these seems like they're getting some recent reviews and all that. So this can also send you down some different rabbit holes and all that, right? So maybe you want to see if this particular shoe is selling on Reebok, see if it's on sale. It can kind of send you down some cool rabbit holes in that way. So let's see. We also had the grays, I noticed. Those might be a little bit more likely to be doing well. So let's see. Gray, I think they're spelling it with an E on this. Let's see, so that has like a little camo bottom on it. I think the pure gray is what we're working with over here. Pure gray. Yeah, I would say that's looking pretty similar. Go variations, and then the color we're looking at right here is pure gray. So we'll go color, contains pure gray. Then we're just going to see all those pure gray listings. In this case, looks like there's other ones that have pure gray in the description as well. None of these are really getting a ton of ratings, so it's going to save me a ton of time. Instead of going through each different shoe and see if they're actually selling all that, I'm not going to waste my time too much more. And even though like we're kind of striking out in these first couple minutes here, these little tricks are going to help you source products way faster. So make sure you are taking advantage of all this. So let's see, the Flexagon Force 3, it's kind of a funny name, like 7 million sales rank, so I wouldn't be really too worried about that. There's the 3s right there, but that's also a 700K BSR, so not super interested there. Pretty easy skip. We got these workout ready shorts. These would be 30% off, so that's not too bad. There's these men's, that says men's workout ready, but they're pretty high BSR. I want to throw these directly into Amazon. Sometimes it's good to Reebok workout ready shorts. Sometimes it's good just to throw it into Amazon, see what kind of other options you can pull up there. So let's see, these standard workout ready shorts, probably the same thing here. I'm gonna close out some of these tabs. Let's go workout ready short. This is probably the same, decently high BSR, but we could still check it out. And this is actually a great example of where filtering out Amazon is going to help you a lot. So let's see, over here, we are buying these for $30 and we're getting 30% off. So you can do the math in here. So you're getting $21 buy cost. And then another thing I like to do is figure out what price point I'm looking at. A lot of times it's going to be about double, maybe a little bit more in that case. So let's see, like 46 or so. Let's see, what does 42 look like? So that would be okay. For clothes, I'm usually looking a little bit higher. So I'd want to sell it for, you know, at least $43 or so. That's exactly 35% ROI. That's funny. And then once we get in over here, I like to check out the new column down here. So you can see like 15, 33, 34, and see how realistic getting that price point might be. In this case, I'm seeing pretty much all of these listings selling well below that. So not feeling super promising. Let's go ahead and just filter out black and see what else we can find. I'm also seeing that Amazon's not on these. So maybe they just haven't had a seller in a while. Let's see. So we got this guy right here, the black XL woven shorts, workout ready short. Obviously want to make sure this is all the same before I dig too much much deeper. So I'm gonna look at like the logo placement, look at the, the drawstring, see what we might be working with. Let's see. So does it have a drawstring up in the front? Yeah, that looks to be the same to me. Logo placement's the same. The drawstring maybe is even in the same shape. No, it was a little different, but looks to be the same item to me. Not currently being sold by anyone. You could zoom out here and see, has anyone ever been willing to pay that $43 price point that we'd be looking for? Buying these for 21. Looks like in the past, kind of the highest price that this item has been is about 35 bucks. So I wouldn't be super inclined to believe that customers are willing to pay that much, which means that they're probably not gonna be willing to pay that much on a lot of these other listings. If it was like a higher volume listing, I might look a little bit deeper, but let's just go ahead and see what else we might be able to find here. So that's those women's. I'm actually just gonna skip those for the sake of time here. Let's see these Daystart men's shoes. Definitely some higher BSRs here. Pretty easy to skip out on that. Let's see what else we can find on this sale. So we've got some basketball shoes. These are all, I would say, kind of on the like specialty side. Not usually the type of stuff you want to do. Just very plain black and white. Let's check out that one. Well, I guess we'll see that shoe when we search for those. Just looking for some of the more basic stuff. So Energen Light for women's. We already looked for that one. The Flux Light. Let's check some of these out here. So let's go Reebok Light 3. Just gonna go ahead and throw it up over here. So Light +3 women's shoes, decent sales rank, nothing too insane. We're gonna be picking these up for 30. So usually you're gonna be trying to sell the items for about double what you're paying for them. So we're hoping for about like a $60 price point on here. We've got the all black, and we've also got this like pinkish color, which I believe is that one right there, this pink Pursuit. Yeah, so let's check that out, or Pursuit Pink or something like that. So let's just go ahead and throw Pursuit Pink in there, filter by ratings, and then let's see what we're working with. So we'd be buying these for 30 bucks. What kind of price are we looking for? We're looking for 60. We could probably go down to, especially with women's shoes, you're gonna have some returns. So 60 bucks I would say is kind of what you're looking for. Maybe 58 if it kind of checks out. We could check this out. Buy box is at 57.50. This is actually selling for 60 bucks right now. It is a size 8. So this is kind of one of the traps that I see beginners fall into a lot, where right now this item might not be the worst product to buy. It's definitely moving a little bit slow on ratings. You could probably buy 5 or 10 units of this under normal circumstances, but you can see over here on Keepa, right here the price is currently at 59 bucks when it doesn't really belong there. I also like to check SellerAmp. Just go to 90 and then click the buy box price there. It's gonna be the average 90-day buy box price. So on average, what does this item actually sell for? If you want to go more recent, it's got 50 bucks. We are making money here. You could probably make some money selling this. I bet you could sell these for 54 bucks based on the recent sales at 54 bucks. But with women's shoes and returns and all that, you're not gonna make a ton of money. I probably wouldn't buy those, but so it's a little bit profitable. It's kind of at least an example that this stuff might actually be possible, right? So let's actually see what else we might be able to find in this listing. These are actually going for 60, but there's no recent ratings history. So if I ever see no recent ratings, I'm usually gonna skip because it means no one's given it a review, which means it's probably not selling very fast. If at all, it's gonna be difficult to figure out if it's actually selling. So we also had the all black, which would be, let's see this. Yeah, so let's go down to variations. Color. Black's probably going to give us a lot of different options here, and let's just go filter by ratings. It looks like that Pursuit Pink is actually the faster seller, which is surprising. Usually those like the pink sells way slower than like the black and gray type. So let's go ahead and hop out on those. Let's see. So we got these 4,500 high 2. These actually sell really well. These are a 5K BSR. So if we can find like a variation on here where Amazon's not selling, could be pretty interesting for sure. So let's see. Let's go variations, and then I'd probably just go ahead and go equals no price. So we're going to filter all that out, filter by ratings, and then basically we have this filtered by some of the faster selling items that do not currently have Amazon as a competitor, and then we can see what kind of prices we might be working with here. So let's see, we can check these out. I believe we do have this color at our source. Let's see, is these the white light solid gray? Looks to be the same thing to me. These are I think 75 over here. They're not on sale, so we'd only get 30% off, but what is that put us at? So we're buying these for 52, probably buying these for like 90, maybe 95. Yeah, we'd be looking for 95 bucks. So let's just go back to variations, back over here to new, filter that by new, or by highest. And then if any of these guys are like over 90 bucks, I might check it out. In this case, there are not. So very quickly able to determine that we are not super interested in selling that particular ace in there. Just check this one out here, just for the sake of it. Let's see this Energen, high BSR, looking like probably a skip. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's skip on that one. The BSRs were too high, not really worth our time to dig too much deeper in. These Flux Light shoes, decently high BSR. We could check, see what it might look like on Amazon, but I would usually say that's going to be way too high. Estimated sales isn't looking too bad. So let's just quickly do that same thing. So you're on variations, Amazon, no price. Get rid of all of our Amazon competition listings. Let's jump in here. And what kind of colors do we have? We've got the white. I'm also seeing a lot of recent ratings histories being a little bit more tame. Let's see if we can just find it straight out. So we got this white pure gray. A lot of these are at like 25 bucks or so. We do have actually have all the sizes in stock. So you could even just check like a couple different sizes. So these, you could probably make sales on these at this $44 price point. Amazon does seem to go in and out of stock on this. I do like selling on listings like this. Seems like there's honestly even a seller here at 52. Hard to know if they ever really made sales. When you click on a seller on Keepa here, you can also see his different stock. So he had one in stock and then he kind of vanished. So not a lot of information to go off of there in terms of how fast he might have sold out. They're selling those for 44 bucks. We'd be buying them for 25. Not super interesting. It's also probably not going to be the fastest seller in the world. So I would probably skip out on something like that. So kind of striking out there beyond that one product that was a little bit borderline. Thought about re-recording and stuff, but wanted to give you that real valuable insight. It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be finding products in 10 minutes, but hopefully you kind of picked up something that's going to help you go source profitable products. I also wanted to address the probable question in your head now is, how do I actually sell Reebok items? How do I sell those brand named items? I know a lot of beginners get hung up on ungating and all that kind of stuff. With these Reebok branded products, I would honestly just use the invoice that you're going to get from Reebok. A lot of times if you purchase directly from the site, that can help you get ungated a little bit easier than if you're buying from like Walmart or something. But if you're ever looking for that specific ungate, you can check out the free Discord that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. We have a channel just for getting ungated. But I really hope you guys got a ton of value out of today's video. If you don't already have a SellerAmp subscription so you can kind of source a little bit faster like we were doing in today's video, make sure you go ahead and get a 2-week free trial down below. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to drop those down below as well. If you did get value out of today's video, hit that subscribe button would be awesome as well. Add some value back to my business. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video and I will see you next time.